Hey guys, welcome back to Olive Gray Avenue. My name's Ruth, and today we're talking about tools. The brad nailer. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe below and hit that bell to get all the notifications of when our videos drop. The brad nailer is one of my most used tools as a DIYer. It is battery operated. We have the battery out so we can explore the tool a little bit safely. An important safety precaution with the brad nailer is to avoid having your hands anywhere near where the nail is coming out. That may seem common sense, but you're holding a piece of material up here and you have your hand next to it, and then next thing you know, a nail goes into the wall, hits something, and comes right back into your finger. So just make sure you keep a good distance between the brad nailer and your hand. So my battery attaches here to the bottom. It looks like this. It slides in here and it has a quick release on either side. So the brad nailer uses 18 gauge nails. They can hold things up on the wall. It's different than a traditional nail. These are the 18 gauge nails. The nail head is pretty small, definitely nothing like a traditional nail, more like a staple. They come in tons of lengths, so you have the right length for your project. If you're wondering what 18 gauge means, it's the diameter of the actual nail itself. So every brand of brad nailer is going to be a little bit different, but I'll walk you through where everything is on mine. It'll be around about the same for any other brand. So at the bottom here is where you release the clip for the brad nails. You put in the sheet with the thicker end away from the front or towards the back. You line it up on this little thing right here and close it shut just like that. So there's a safety here, and when you grab it, normally it depresses, and then that is the trigger to actually shoot the nail. This bumper here in the front is what you press against your material, and pressing that in tells the nail gun that it is safe to shoot. And this bumper is supposed to protect your material also from getting damaged from the actual tool. So if it's not working and this isn't pressed back, then you know why. When the battery is in and you press this against your material, a light will also illuminate so you can see where you're shooting a nail. You have this dial here at the front, and this is the depth adjustment for how far in you want the nails to go into your material. So this is an Airstrike. You may have seen other nail guns before that have like a really loud compressor and it has cords and everything all hooked up to it. This is like a mini version of that, where you don't have to have it hooked up to a compressor and all these other things, and it still gets the job done. This one back here, you can turn this dial. You can see the plus and the minus, and that's the pressure adjustment. So for softer materials, you wouldn't want it to shoot that hard. For harder materials or thicker materials, definitely want it a little bit harder. Something that I've never used, I don't think many DIYers have, is a feature right inside of the tool. It is set to shoot one nail with each press of the button. If you switch it over here, it will continue shooting nails. One of my favorite tips for using a brad nailer is when you're using it to attach things to the wall, like trim, where you might not have a stud, so there's nothing for the nail to secure into, that's okay. There's a solution for that. Drywall is kind of crumbly, just like when you hang a picture in the drywall and the nail gets loose and the picture gets wobbly and all that crazy stuff. You can still attach pieces of trim and things like that to drywall without a stud. When you go to nail up your piece of material to the drywall, instead of using the nailer straight on, you'll want to turn it at an angle. Then you'll want to turn it at an opposing angle so that the nails, when they shoot in, they crisscross and it actually locks the material into place in the drywall. Honestly, the brad nailer is one of the easiest tools you can use. It's definitely a must-have for DIYers, and I'd say it falls in the top 5 for my favorite tools. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope you learned something about the brad nailer. I'd love to know what tool you'd like to hear about next, so make sure you comment below, and while you're down there, hit that subscribe and bell button. We'll see you next time. Bye!